Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are at Wabash High School, home of the Apaches. We welcome you to today's education-based Indiana High School varsity boys basketball game. Tonight, it's the Tipton Blue Devils and the Wabash Apaches. This internet radio coverage is made possible by AudioSportsOnline.net. That's ASO, that's Robbie Kendall, providing internet radio access for PutMeInSports.com since 2008. We do thank you for tuning in. We'll mention, first thing we're going to mention, Wabash Apaches. You probably wonder where that mascot name came from. I was curious. I was checking on Google. It says that the mascot in 1936, there was a mascot contest. The son of then Superintendent O.J. Neighbors. No relation to Jim Neighbors, total different spelling. Well, anyway, his son, Jimmy Neighbors, won a mascot naming contest. Jimmy came up with the name, the Apaches, after his childhood hero, Geronimo. And the Wabash High School mascot has been the Apache ever since. Let's talk a little bit about each school playing here in the ball game tonight. First, for the visiting Tipton Blue Devils. Tipton Blue Devils, their school was founded in 1962. They have a school enrollment of 454. They're in Class 2A, Sectional 39. There are 6 in their sectional. And as mentioned, the sectional this year will happen at Frankton High School. Frankton High School, the gym capacity at Frankton is 2,400. In their sectional, Tipton Blue Devils. Tipton Blue Devils currently 7-2. Lapel Bulldogs, they're currently 5-4. Taylor, the Taylor Titans, have made it to 10 games out of the chute. They're 10-0. Sheridan Blackhawks, they are 10-2. The Elwood Panthers, they're 2-9. Frankton Eagles are 3-6. Should be a good sectional over there at Frankton High School. The principal at Tipton High School is Craig Leach. The athletic director is Corey Fernung. The assistant AD and the middle school athletic director is Alec Weddle. And the athletic trainer at Tipton High School is Burke Emmerts. Tipton High School is located at 619 South Main Street, Tipton, Indiana, 46072. You can dial them by telephone at 765-675-7431. On the web, you can find them at TiptonAthletics.com. They wear the collars blue and white. They perform in the Hoosier Conference. Hoosier Conference, as you know, made up of 9 teams. There are 4 teams in the East and 5 teams in the West. The East, it stacks up like this presently. The Western Panthers, they have won the East Division. They are a perfect 3-0. So when it comes to the Hoosier crossover game, they'll play the winner of the West Division. So the Western Panthers are currently 9-4. And they're going to have a good ball game. It's going to be this Saturday. It'll be the 18th. This Saturday, it'll happen at Western. It'll be Western and Taylor. And in second place currently in the Hoosier Conference East is the Tipton Blue Devils. They're 1-1 in the East. They're 7-2 overall. Third place, Hamilton Heights. The Huskies are 1-1 in the East, and they are 7-5 overall. The Logansport Berries. Logansport Berries, they're currently 4-10 on the season. They finished the East Division at 0-3. And I should mention, the oldest high school mascot in the state of Indiana is Felix the Cat. Felix the Cat, that's right there at Logansport High School. Coach Cliff Hawkins knew that. I talked to him before the game. That's, I think, 1871. That's a pretty long stand for a high school. And we'll talk about the West Division. West Division in the Hoosier Conference. Today, it stacks up like this. West Lafayette, the Red Devils, they're 1-0 in the West. They're 9-3 overall. Second place currently, Twin Lakes. The Indians are 1-0 in the West. They're 7-5 overall. And I'm finishing up the log jam top three contenders there. Central Catholic in third place. They're also 1-0. And they are 6-5 overall. Followed up by Benton Central, they're 0-1, they're 4-7. And Rensselaer Central, they're 0-2, they're 3-8. Tipton High School head coach is Cliff Hawkins. Cliff Hawkins, 95 wins, 38 losses, working in year number 6 at Tipton High School. Overall, he's working in year number 44. 44-year varsity head football. He could probably be a football coach, head basketball coach. He has coached 989 games overall. He has 592 wins, 397 losses. And keep in mind where I'm following him to get that 1,000 mark of his coaching. And they're going to be special that day. And we'll mention the next game on the agenda for Tipton is going to happen this Friday night. Should be a good one. Friday night, it's going to be the 17th, 6 and 7:30. Tipton Blue Devils will travel to the Northwestern Tigers. And that Northwestern Tiger game is going to complete a road trip. That's a pretty good road trip. But we'll mention the Blue Devils are they're going to have 6 home games in a row coming up, starting on Saturday, the 18th with Clinton Prairie. And we'll also mention, I got that wrote down here, Clinton Prairie. That's an added ball game. It's not on the original schedule. They had room to add the ball game. Both coaches, Coach Cliff Hawkins and Coach Chad Peckinpah, they put it on their schedule. Clinton Prairie will be at Tipton, 6 and 7:30. That'll be this coming Saturday night, the 18th. So Blue Devils, 3 games this week. And we'll talk a little bit about the Wabash Apaches. Wabash Apaches High School, they have a school enrollment of 492. Gym capacity right here at Wabash High School. I should mention it is a beautiful gym. Absolutely got a balcony. They're putting me in the balcony on the corner. What a nice place. I tell you what, the color scheme kind of reminds me of a place where I went to school, but this one's orange and black. We'll mention Wabash Apaches High School, building a legacy of opportunity for all. They're Class 2A, Sectional 38. There are 6 in their sectional. At the top of their sectional, they have a pretty good ball team. That's the Manchester Squires. Manchester Squires, they're currently 11-1 on the season. They are currently number 7 in Class 2A. Also in their sectional is Oak Hill, the Golden Eagles. Golden Eagles are 7-3 overall. And Rochester Zebras, they're 6-2. Rochester Zebras. If you're unfamiliar, Pete Smith, he coached the Carmel Greyhounds. He coached the Noblesville Millers. He coached Guerin Catholic Golden Eagles. They started that school when he was a coach. He was their first coach. And he's a 79 graduate. And he went to Bethel College, played ball there, had a mustache while he was playing, no doubt. And Pete Smith right there at the Golden Eagle High School at Guerin Catholic got 2 state titles. And their school basically started playing athletically in 2004 when their school began in 2000. And I think by the year of 2015, he had already recorded his 2 state titles in Class 3A. Put me in sports, happy to do those games. We'll mention the principal at Wabash Apaches High School is Principal Josh Blossom. The athletic director, most instrumental, appreciate him for baseball also. That's Matt Stone. The athletic secretary, she's most instrumental, very kind lady. Should mention that is Amanda Jones. And athletic trainer, sorry, didn't get that written down. We'll mention Wabash Apaches High School is located at 580, that's 580 North Miami Street, Wabash, Indiana, 46992. I tell you what, right here on the campus in walking distance, You walk across the street, you got the public pool. It's got everything you want there at the public pool. You go down the hill, you've got a pavilion where you can play tennis. I tell you what, they've got it happening right here in Wabash, Indiana. Matter of fact, my wife and I saw Stephen Curtis Chapman by himself with an electric acoustic. It was good. I believe that was here. And we'll also mention Wabash High School. You can reach them by phone. The athletic office phone number is 260-274-0885. Wabash Apaches, their colors are orange and black. They perform in the Three Rivers Conference. Three Rivers Conference stacks up like this. Lewis Cass, we'll just start there, and then we'll go Lewis Cass Kings, Wabash Apaches, Whitco Wildcats, Southwood, Rochester, Northfield, Peru, Northwestern, Maconaquah, and Manchester. The head coach for the Wabash Apaches, he is a very kind gentleman. Appreciate him. That is Paul Wright. Paul Wright, he's 140 wins, 131 losses, working in year number 12 at Wabash High School. Next game on the agenda for the Wabash Apaches going to happen this Friday, the 17th of January. It'll be a tip-off for the varsity at 7:45. Wabash conference game will be at Manchester. And we do thank you for tuning in. We'll mention games that took place this past weekend, Saturday night, January 11th, recent Hoosier Conference basketball games. They had 5 games. This was on Saturday the 11th. 6 Hoosier Conference teams in action at Frankfort High School. Hamilton Heights, Huskies 76, Frankfort 30. At Lebanon High School, Lebanon 56, Benton Central 34. At Bethesda Christian, Patriots High School, Tipton Blue Devils 51, Bethesda Christian 40. At West Lafayette, the Red Devils, they went against Covington. It was 70, Covington 51. And at Logansport this past Saturday, it was Western 54, Logansport 46, and that was a Hoosier Conference East Division matchup. And games that took place, Three Rivers Conference, this is last Saturday, the 11th, boys basketball games. There were also 5 games, 6 Three Rivers Conference teams in action at Clinton Prairie. Clinton Prairie 46, Northwestern 42. I got to witness that game. That was quite a game. Indiana High School basketball, I tell you what, they were probably smiling for that game. Price of admission, definitely worth the price of admission. And I'll even mention in the first half of the JD game, got to see a 2-handed slam. We'll also mention at Manchester last week, 72, Manchester 72, Lewis Cass 30. That was a conference game. At Oak Hill 77. It took overtime to get by Peru, 73. And at Whitco, the Wildcats got the win, 46-33 over Lakewood Park. They're getting ready for the national anthem. We'll set this down when that happens. They're getting really close. Three Rivers Conference games happening tonight. There are 3 in Three Rivers, 7:30 contest. And we're going to set this down. We'll be right back. That's our national anthem. That was Memorex, had some bass guitar. That was somebody, some band. And I said, well, that was well done. But again, we'll mention Three Rivers Conference. Games happening tonight. There are three. They're all 7:30 starts. Oak Hill. Golden Eagles are at the Southwood Knights. Winnemac Warriors, they're at the Northfield Norsemen. And the Tipton Blue Devils are right here with the Apaches of Wabash. In the Hoosier Conference, only one game tonight. As you know, it's the Tipton Blue Devils right here with the Wabash Apaches. So they're going to get some more warm-up time. They got 2.5 minutes left in pregame. I tell you what, I'll go ahead and mention this. I found out before the game, I think Keith Baxter, he knows everything, Jiminy. But he let me know that the Grace College coaches, at least a couple of them, are probably here tonight watching Grady Carpenter. Grady Carpenter, as you know, going to be a freshman next year at Grace College. And Grady Carpenter, you know, leads the Blue Devils in points per game average. Above 22, I believe. He got 21, I heard, from Keith at Bethesda Christian. So dropped his average about a point, but not that many because they played 9 games. But I'm going to mention, my wife looked this up for me. I appreciate that. Paula looked it up. She said Grace College. The address is 1 Lancer Way, Winona Lake, Indiana. And Wabash, right here, Wabash High School, she looked it up. She said from here, Wabash High School to Grace College, it is 44 minutes travel or 31 miles. So that's not far to travel. That's probably why the coaches are here. And that's a good thing. So Grace College in attendance tonight. So they're getting ready to mention the starting lineups. And they'll talk about them, and we'll do the same. We'll go ahead and start. The visiting team on the scoreboard tonight, the Tipton Blue Devils. Tipton Blue Devils, that's going to start like this. Wearing number 2, a 6'2" sophomore, that's Peyton Aller. He's averaging 6.4 a game. I'm going with stats of 8-game stats for the Blue Devils. They played 9. We'll get caught up for Friday and Saturday night's games. Also starting for the Blue Devils, he wears number 3. He's 6'6". He's a senior. 22.8 points average per game, 8.1 rebounds per game, 6.9 assists per game. That's Grady Carpenter. Wearing number 4 for the Blue Devils tonight, 6'2" sophomore. He chips in offensively. That is Quinn Smith. Wearing number 5 for the Blue Devils tonight, 6'1" senior, 11.8 points per game average, Sam Quigley. And wearing number 21 for the Blue Devils, 6'2", he's a senior, 4.1 points per game. He got 16 points at Bethesda Christian. That's Landon Spidell. The head coach is Cliff Hawkins. Now the starting lineup for the Wabash Apaches. They'll start like this. Wearing number 2, he's a 5'8" senior. That's Ty Carpenter. Wearing number 5, 5'8" junior, Derek Reed. Wearing number 11, let me take that back. Derek Reed not in the starting lineup. My ear. We'll mention number 11, second starter in the lineup, 6'2" junior, 5.4 points per game average, 5.8 rebounds per game. He leads the team in rebounds. Devon Osborne. Wearing number 21, 6' junior, 4 points per game average, Noah Baldwin. Wearing number 22, a 5'10" junior, averages 7.5 points per game. That's Eli Mattern. And wearing number 30, 6 foot, 5.1 points per game. He's a junior. Cooper Long, the head coach for the Wabash Apaches, is Paul Wright. I did mention to Paul Wright, the coach, that I knew another Paul Wright back home Arcadia. Back in the day, I used to help with the middle school football team, and he was a player, but right now I think he's probably in his 40s. I don't want to date myself, but that's a fact. And Paul Wright, the basketball player, he could put it down with two hands when he got to high school. He did play at Tipton High School for just a bit. I'm sure some people remember that. They're going to tip it off right now. Grady Carpenter. He's going to jump it up. Wabash Apaches, number 11, Devon Osborne. Tip goes to Tipton. Ball's in the front court. Tipton Blue Devils first possession. Pass it down low. Landon Spidell off the glass. Couldn't get it. Trying for the assist there. It was a good entry pass by Grady Carpenter. They're going to go back the other direction. They're going to call blocking foul. Blocking foul, trying to set up to draw a charge right there. I think it was Landon Spidell. Landon Spidell going to pick up the first foul in tonight's ball game. 15 seconds into the ball game, he has one. Ball's going to be brought in, left the bucket on the baseline by the Apaches. Back behind the arc, working the basketball. It's number 2, Ty Carpenter. He'll dribble in behind the arc with the basketball. It's number 11, Devon Osborne. Back out regarding the basketball. It's Peyton Aller. Aller's going to get a steal. Steal in the front court of the Apaches. To the front court now, Tipton Blue Devils. Quinn Smith passed it to the corner, trying to save the basketball. There was a difficult pass to handle, and it's going to be tossed out of bounds. They're going to say it was last touched by the Apaches. I'm not quite sure. I think Coach Paul Wright not quite sure, but Coach Paul Wright just gave it a look. I mean, he didn't even say nothing, but you could tell that that's the way to do it. Adversity. If you can get by it, you can get going a long way. So we're going to back out to the corner. We're going to back out top. Peyton Aller around the perimeter with the basketball. Sam Quigley back to Grady. Grady's going to straddle the three-point line, try to pass it down low, trying to get it to Quinn Smith. Ball's deflected. Picked up there by Apache, Devon Osborne. Back the other direction. Outside the arc, right elbow extended. He'll dribble now. That's Eli Mattern. They'll work it down low just outside the paint. Osborne guarding him is Grady Carpenter. That's a good matchup. They'll work it back around. Outside the arc, Osborne for three. Got it. Osborne, three-point shot is good. He's now 2 for 5 on the season, shooting 40% behind the arc. 6:37 on the game clock. We're in the first quarter. Works it in. Quinn Smith. He works it down, Landon Spidell. Inside out play. Three-point shot in the air. Wouldn't go. Grady Carpenter. Long carom. And it's going to be safe from going out of bounds by Quinn Smith. They'll get it into Landon Spidell. He'll make a pass down low. It's going to be intercepted going back the other direction. Making that steal, 21, Noah Baldwin. Back the other way. Baldwin behind the arc. Working against him is Landon Spidell. They're working in the corner elbow. They're working back out. Osborne. Osborne makes it pass, and collecting it there is Eli Mattern. Outside the arc, working around the perimeter. 21, Noah Baldwin. Left side. Working it back around. Devon Osborne. Three-point shot taken. Wouldn't go. Long carom. That three-point shot taken by 22, Eli Mattern. Offensive board in the front court. And the Apache's going to have another chance at the rim. They'll work it outside the arc. Working it back around. That was Ty Carpenter. So Ty Carpenter, Grady Carpenter, opposite teams. Working the ball around. Going to pick up the dribble. Going to be a blocking foul. They're going to whistle this on Tipton. It's going to be whistled against Peyton Aller. He'll pick up the foul. He's got one. Team foul number 2. First substitution in the ball game tonight for the Apache is going to be number 20, Jarrett McWhirter. Jarrett McWhirter, he's got the highest points per game average on the team at 7.8. Outside the arc, three-point shot in the air, rimmed out, wouldn't go. Halfway down, got the board, puts it back up, 2-point bucket. Good, Wabash Apaches, 21, Noah Baldwin. 5-0 contest, Apaches in front. And working around the perimeter, skip pass outside the arc. Back pedal dribble, Peyton Aller. Out top, working the basketball there is Sam Quigley. Works to the left side in front of the Apaches bench, Grady Carpenter. They're working down low in the paint. And it's going to be a blocking foul whistled against the Apaches. Trying to cut off Landon Spidell as he went baseline, right side of the hoop. So they're going to whistle this foul. First foul on the Apaches in the ball game. And they're going to whistle this one on 22, Eli Mattern. Eli Mattern, he's got 2 T's in that name. Mattern, he's got 1. Team foul number 1. We brought in, left the bucket on the baseline. Brought in by Peyton Aller. Out top, gets it to Grady. Works it over to, in the ball game now is Isaac Humrichhouse. He touches the ball briefly. He's on the floor, working the basketball now. Quigley out top. Grady Carpenter, he'll drive in. Going to take a shot just outside the paint. Wouldn't go. Rebound, Grayson McFalls. He snuck in on me again. Grayson McFall's in the paint. He goes up with the rebound, put back, but wouldn't get it. But he got fouled. So Grayson McFall's going to go to that foul stripe. They're going to whistle this foul on Wabash, number 11, Devon Osborne. He has 1. So both teams have 2 fouls here in the first quarter. 4:45 left. Grayson McFall's first shot long off the rim wouldn't go. And Grayson McFall's is going to miss that one. He's now 5 for 7 on the season. I should say this is in 8 games. I don't have the 9th game stats included. Next shot up, long again, wouldn't get either one of them. Trying to tip the ball out. Isaac Hummerkout picked up out of the air by Wabash, Noah Baldwin. Baldwin out top of the circle. He gets the ball back. Working the ball around there, number 30, Cooper Long out top. Baldwin, he's going to dribble in. Take a shot, he'll be fouled, and Grayson McFalls is going to pick up the foul. And he'll shoot 2. And at the free throw line is going to be number 21, Noah Baldwin. I should mention I have all 11 game stats for Wabash. So at the free throw line is number 21, Noah Baldwin. He's 17 for 28 and now 17 for 29. He'll get some encouragement right there on the lane. Couple of guys, encouragement can go a long way. And you can get encouragement in many different facets. Second shot wouldn't go, grazed the rim, stayed in play. Picked up there on the rebound, Grady Carpenter. Carpenter can go to the opposite corner, see him quickly. He'll dribble it back around, square it up out top, and he'll give the ball back to Grady, way out beyond the arc. He'll work it down low, trying to get Grayson McFalls off the fingertips, going to go out of bounds, and it's going to belong to the Apaches. Going to be a first timeout on the floor. First timeout called here. It's going to be a 60-second timeout. And we'll mention, bringing you tonight's ball game is AGM Auto, Camino and Company, Dean's Auto Parts, Discount Copies, Encompass Credit Union, Hope Jewelers, Indiana Express Rentals, Jim Dandy Restaurant, Lisa Stokes Bear Century 21, Noblesville Trophies, Rutledge Well Drilling, and The Shack at 311 East Jefferson Street. So they're giving some high fives all around. The spirit section, just beyond the goal right there for Wabash. And I'm sure you probably know that the Pacers have won 6 in a row. In this year, 2025, they have not lost, and neither has the Indianapolis Colts. If you saw in the locker room when Coach Jim Irsay gave a nice speech, that's exactly what he said. He said the Colts are unbeaten in 2025. They're going to keep that going. So the Pacers got 6 in a row. Their next game on the agenda is tonight. Cleveland, it's at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Going to bring the ball in from the backcourt. Wabash Apaches. Blue Devils going to apply some pressure. Going to pass it, try to get across the timeline. They will. They'll get across the timeline just in time. Number 20, Jarrett McWork. Working the ball around to dish it in. Baldwin in the paint. 14-footer wouldn't go. Rebound out of there. Sam Quigley. Tipton going to dribble to the front court. Works it left side. Peyton Aller. Works it out top again. Sam Quigley. Quigley being guarded there by Jarrett McWork. Pretty good matchup. McWork, he's a sophomore. 5'11", going to be a steal. Stolen basketball, and then Wabash going the other direction. With the basketball, that's 22 out top. Way out top, Eli Mattern. He'll get it back out top. That's Jared McWork. He'll dish off left side, way beyond the arc. Landon Hubbard in the game for the Apaches is going to be a tie-up. Going to be a jump ball on the surface. Alternate possession arrow. Going to keep it with Tipton. Wabash, I take that back. Alternate possession arrow going to go to the Apaches. Opening tip was controlled by Tipton. And the ball's going to be brought in by number 30, Cooper Long, 6-foot junior, 5.1 point average per game. Out top of the basketball on the dribble, way out top, 22, Eli Mattern. Working against him, Peyton Aller. They'll work it outside. Top of the circle, 3-point shot wouldn't go. Peyton Aller in his face, wouldn't let him see the hoop. A shot taken by 22, Eli Mattern. It's going to go out of bounds. It's going to belong to Tipton. So the Blue Devils are going to bring it in from the backcourt, baseline to baseline, 84 feet. High school basketball, the NBA is 94. 5-0 contest. Apache still in front. 3 minutes left. 5 minutes gone by. Blue Devils looking for their first hoop, and they get it in the paint. That was Grady Carpenter. 2-point bucket for Grady makes it a 5-2 contest. Wabash in front. Try to get it across the timeline. Deflected right there by Grady Carpenter. They'll pass it to the timeline. To the front court, Jarrett McWork. McWork gets going to be a steal. Steal out top of the circle. Grady Carpenter goes up for a layup. 2-point bucket good. And it's going to be a 30-second timeout called. It's a 5-4 contest. Wabash Apaches in front. And we thank you for tuning in. We'll mention this game is in part being brought to you by Camino and Company. They're in downtown Noblesville. They're on the web at camino-and-company.com. Camino and Company is a mobile flower shop brought to you by local flower farmers and providers. They have small business partners and the Camino and Company founders. Their mascot is a 1984 El Camino SS. Now, El Camino belongs to V.E. Witham. V.E. Witham is the grandpa of Carly Witham, Carly Elbrett Witham, and she runs Camino and Company. And their goal at Camino and Company is to please each customer from their concept to their completion. Ball brought in backcourt. In the front court now, Wabash Apaches. Going to be a double team there. He'll pass out of it. It's going to be stolen. Stolen by McFalls. So he'll get it to Sam Quigley in the front court now. He'll dribble in. He'll go off the glass. He'll get the bucket. Sam Quigley, pretty good body control there. 2 defenders right there with him. There'll be another steal half court. Nearly. It's recovered in the front court by Wabash. 6-5 contest. Blue Devils have a 1-point advantage. Outside the arc, 3-point shot. Good. Nothing but net. Right elbow extended. That was Eli Mattern. Mattern for 3. Mattern now 19 3-point shots on the season. Going to work it to the corner. Peyton Aller. He'll bring it back out, reset the offense out top. Worked it left side. Sam Quigley. Quigley trying to find Grayson McFalls underneath the bucket. It's tipped out of bounds. Good hands by Wabash. Credit that good hands to Cooper Long. So the Apaches are going to sub in. Cooper Long going to take a breather. And in the ball game for the Apaches, number 5, Derek Reed. He's a 5'8 junior. He averages 2.6 a game. Driving the hoop there. Shot taken. Going to be a foul called. Grady Carpenter in the paint. Probably about a 10-footer, and he got fouled. He'll go to the foul stripe. A lot of folks wondering how that was a foul. They thought he was straight up. But sometimes in a high school game and others, the referee anticipates the whistle just a bit. So the first shot in, Grady Carpenter. 1:43 left, 8-7 contest. Apaches by 1. Grayson McFalls going to take a breather in the ball game for Tipton. Number 33, Zach Ridgway. Second shot by Grady, also good. Grady Carpenter entered this ball game at about 70% from the stripe. Going to be a steal in the front court, deflected. Picked up there by Peyton Aller. He deflected it. Working around the perimeter. Jace Clark in the ball game. Out top of the basketball, Grady Carpenter. Now further out top is number 5, Sam Quigley. Back to Grady. Shake and bake. He'll enter the paint, kick it back out. Look, left elbow extended. 3-point shot. Good. That's Peyton Aller. Credit the assist to Sam Quigley. 11-8 contest. 1:10 left here in the first quarter. Trying to break the press with the basketball right there. They're going to call 10-second violation. 10-second violation. Sometimes you don't know what's going to happen, but if you look up at the scoreboard and you just take a little test there, see if the official actually got to 10. Sometimes it might be 9, and I hope it's never going to be 8. That's an NBA 8-second line. So ball brought in, Tipton Blue Devils. Brought in by Zach Ridgway. The bait deep in the front court, working the basketball there. They're going to get it back inside in the paint. 2-point shot, good. Grady Carpenter. 13-8 contest. Blue Devils by 5. 50 seconds left here in the first quarter. Works it right side to Baldwin. Double team. Baldwin going to dribble out of it. It's going to be a foul. As Baldwin trying to dribble out of it, it's going to be a reach-in foul. Blue Devils going to get a foul called on them, and they're going to whistle this one on Peyton Aller. He'll pick up number 2 in the ball game. That's 4 fouls here in the first quarter for Tipton. And Quinn Smith going to get in the ball game quickly there for Coach Cliff Hawkins. He don't want Peyton Aller to get another foul anytime soon. So they're going to bring the ball in, backcourt slightly on the dribble. That's 22, Eli Mattern. Deflected out of bounds. Sam Quigley with the good hands. It's going to belong again to Wabash. They'll bring it in from the back court, sideline court. He'll toss it in on the dribble now. It's 22 Eli Mattern. He'll bounce it to the front court. The basketball, Jarrett McWhirter. We're going to baseline and bring it back out. The back pedal dribble, that's Baldwin. They'll go baseline. They bring the ball back out. 3-point shot in the air. Rims off long. Shot when to go. Rebound, Wabash. 2-point shot on the putback. Wouldn't go. That shot taken by 20. It was McWhirter. They'll go back the other direction. 15 seconds left. Blue Devils in the front court. Sam Quigley deep in the corner. They'll work it back around. Quinn Smith. Now inside out play. 3-point shot in the air. Sam Quigley wouldn't go. And Grady Carpenter is going up to the board. And he got over the back right there. So they'll call that one on Grady. He'll clap his hands. He knew it. He's 6'6". Grady Carpenter is going to fit right in at Grace College. So they're going to bring the ball in. Actually, they're going to, let's see what they're doing here. They're going to say the ball was out of bounds. There's evidently no foul there. They're giving the ball to Tipton. I've got headphones on. I was going by silent movie, and they give it back to Tipton. Baseline jumper wouldn't go. Fade away for Grady. Would have been a 2. That's going to take us to the first quarter break. After one complete, Tipton Blue Devils 13. Wabash Apaches 8. And again, we'll mention this game is in part being brought to you by AGM Auto. AGM Auto LLC. That's in Arcadia. It's actually 1 mile west of Arcadia on 266th Street. That's in Hamilton County. Passed a lot of county signs on my way here. Sounds good. The future of your vehicle is in good hands when you put your trust with the guys at AGM Auto. Whether it's a routine oil change or the need for the expertise of an experienced AGM technician, AGM wants you to be safe and to stay safe on the road in your automobile. And a second type of service offered there at AGM Auto is classic car and truck restoration. If you still have that older car or truck out back, or maybe it's in the barn and covered up with a tarp, AGM has a passion to reveal the underlying beauty. You can reach AGM by phone at 317-984-5283. Again, that's 317-984-5283. Ball's going to be brought in, alternate possession arrow, Blue Devils. They had a tie up in the first quarter. It gives them Blue Devils a basketball. They're working down low. Isaac Humrickhouse. He'll pass it back out. Quinn Smith will can a 3 from the left elbow extended. And the Blue Devils going to play defense. So they'll work it back to the front court. Wabash Apaches. They'll bounce it in. Osborne will try to pass it out top. Deflected. Trying to save the basketball from going over and back was Baldwin. Couldn't quite save it. Ball's going to be brought in by Tipton in their own front court. 16-8. Blue Devils by 8. 7.5 minutes left here in the second quarter. Quigley out top. He'll bounce it. Grady Carpenter beyond the arc, right corner. Cross-court skip pass. Quinn Smith to the corner. Sam Quigley, 3-point shot wouldn't go. Rebound put back is good. Grady Carpenter for 2. 16-8. Take that back. We'll bring it to the front court. We'll try to get that score correct. Make sure it is. Out top of the basketball. Going to cross the timeline. Baldwin. Right side. Picking up the dribble. Baseline. He'll pass it down low. Baldwin. 2-point shot. Rimmed around. Fell off. Would go. Sam Quigley to the front court. So might have had that score correct. It's 16-8 according to the scoreboard. Blue Devils in front. In the front court. Quinn Smith. You get it back to Grady Carpenter. Inside out play. They'll get a 3-point shot. Rims off long. Sam Quigley. Rebound Quinn Smith. He'll get a putback. Wouldn't go. And a rebound again offensively. There was Landon Spidell. Landon Spidell with the rebound. He averages 3.6 rebounds per game. At second place on the Blue Devils, right behind Grady Carpenter with 8.1. So they're going to sub in. Both number 5s are out of the ball game. That's Sam Quigley for Tipton and Derek Reed for Wabash. They got a new entry. We'll try to capture them. So actually, Peyton Aller back in the game. Off the glass, 2-point bucket. Grady Carpenter, right side. 18-8, a 10-point advantage for the Blue Devils. Going to tip it to the front court. Peyton Aller playing good D, and it's going to be tipped, and it's going to end up out of bounds. It was last touched by the Apaches. And the Blue Devils going to bring it in from the backcourt, 84 feet away. Baseline to baseline. Ball brought in, Isaac Humrickhouse. Bounce pass into Grady Carpenter. He'll walk it to the timeline. He'll call out the play. He'll pass it right side, deep in the front court, Peyton Aller. Around the perimeter, Quinn Smith. Back to Isaac Humrickhouse. Now back out around the perimeter. He'll work at the left side, Grady Carpenter. He'll pass it down low. Landon Spidell, inside out. Going to be a three-point attempt. Wouldn't go for Peyton Aller. Rebound out of there. That's 21. Noah Baldwin. Back to the front court. He'll pass it out behind the arc to the corner. He'll pass it down low. Baldwin off the glass. 2-point bucket for Baldwin. Credit the assist, number 30, Cooper Long. Back the other direction. 2-point bucket good. Blue Devils, it's 22-10. Blue Devils by 12. They're working through the front court. In the front court now, 33, Landon Hubbard. Hubbard in the paint, lost the handle. Saved by Baldwin. He could saved it momentarily and then try to pass off, and it's picked off right there by Quinn Smith. Out top of the basketball, Grady Carpenter, back pedal dribble. Working against him is number 2, Ty Carpenter. Carpenter at 5'8", and Grady Carpenter at 6'6". They're going to call it. Ball goes out of bounds. His last touch by Wabash. I'm going to say it was last touch by Noah Baldwin. Going to bring it in front of the Wabash bench there, Grady Carpenter. Tosses it in. Quinn Smith around the perimeter. Isaac Humrickhouse. Back to Grady. Grady's picked up right there by Baldwin. Out in the front court, deep in the front court. Peyton Aller on the dribble. Bounce pass. He'll dribble in now. It's Quinn Smith. Lost the handle. Ball's loose. It's still loose. And they're going to let's see what they're going to call here. They're going to whistle a foul. And the foul is going to be whistled on Wabash, number 12, Dominique Baker. Dominique Baker. No, he had a backwards number there. It's actually 21. Noah Baldwin. So bring the ball in, ride the bucket on the baseline is Grady Carpenter. They'll toss it in. Baseline, Landon Spidell, back to Grady. Behind the arc, being guarded there by Baldwin. He'll work the pick and roll in the paint there. Lost the handle, going to get it back to Grady. 3-point shot, rims off, wouldn't go. Ball's loose, picked up underneath the bucket. Wabash, it's number 30, Cooper Long. They're going to whistle a foul. Grady Carpenter was trying to guard full court there. Noah Baldwin had the basketball. And they're going to call the first foul of the ball game on Grady Carpenter. He has one, team foul number 1. 2 in the second quarter on the Apaches. Back in the ball game for the Blue Devils, number 5, Sam Quigley. Taking a breather is Quinn Smith. You get a little bit of a talk right there with Coach Cliff Hawkins. I tell you what, if Coach Cliff Hawkins is talking, you ought to be listening. A lot of things to learn. 22-10. From the backcourt, going to bring it to the timeline. Try to. You're going to bounce it adjacent. Dribbling in the backcourt, Cooper Long, going to be a steal. Deflected. Blue Devils providing full court pressure in them. Driving the lane there, a floater goes in for Grady, and they say he was fouled in the act of shooting. He'll shoot one more. We're going to see a substitution in the ball game. We're going to see a freshman. We're going to see freshman Quinn Toll. Quinn Toll wears number 23 on the varsity jersey. He wears number 2 on the JV jersey. And Quinn Toll, we'll mention he's 6'1", and he's just a freshman. So 3-point play is good for Grady Carpenter. 25-10, Blue Devils in front. We're going to the front court. Going to dribble across. That's Noah Baldwin. Lost the handle, tries to regather it. It's going to be a jump ball. That ball gets on the floor in a varsity boys basketball game. They're going to lock it up. And it's no question, hardly any time they're going to pick it up and run with it. Now, girls, a little bit different story. 4:25 left. So the Apaches going to bring it in. They have the alternate possession arrow. Right in front of the Blue Devils bench, going to be brought in by 21, Noah Baldwin. He'll pass through the backcourt. Picked up there, Jarrett McWhirter. He'll jump pass out of there. Nobody's outside the arc. 3-point shot, rims off barely. Looked like that ball was down. That shot taken by Noah Baldwin. Rebound, Tipton. To the front court on the dribble, Grady Carpenter. 4:08, second quarter clock. Going to dribble in. Sam Quigley dishes it down low. Landon Spidell, 2-point bucket. Quigley, another assist. 27-10. Trying to get the ball to the front court and working across, and he'll pass it across to Noah Baldwin. Noah Baldwin on the dribble, going to be a reach-in foul. I think Quinn Toll going to pick up for his first foul in the contest. Don't know if it's his first foul in his varsity career, but I think it may be. I'm not sure. I didn't go to the Bethesda Christian game. I would have liked to, but other things were more important. And we thank Robbie Kendall at Audio Sports Online for his grace and graciousness. What a quality guy. 3:47 on the game clock. Going to be brought in right in the bucket on the baseline. 22, Eli Mattern. He'll toss it in, bounce pass, deep in the front court, picked up there. Number 30, Cooper Long. Noah Baldwin is the basketball. You're working against him is Grady Carpenter. Outside the arc, a long three, good. Wabash Apache, number 22, Eli Mattern. Mattern has a couple in this ball game. That's a 3, 27-13. Blue Devils in front. Working the basketball outside the arc. They go to the corner with it. Sam Quigley. Back out top behind the arc. Right elbow extended of Peyton Aller back to Grady. Grady back to Peyton. He's got a three-point shot lane. He got it. Three-point shot good. Left elbow extended for Peyton Aller. It's a 30-13 contest. Out top to move the ball around. Noah Baldwin. He was wanting to get the ball back to 33. Landon Hubbard. It was tipped to the backcourt, and Wabash retrieves it. And no over and back because it didn't happen. We're going to back around outside the arc. Noah Baldwin. He'll drive the line. He'll drive the baseline. They're not going to allow the shot. He took a shot. They're going to say a foul occurred prior to, and they're going to give the ball back to the Apaches. They'll go left of the bucket on the baseline. They're going to whistle this foul on Quinn Toll. He picks up a quick second foul. 30-13, Blue Devils. Outside the arc, we're going to basketball. Outside, Hubbard. Hubbard's going to dribble in baseline. He's going to get a blocked shot. He'll get his shot blocked, but got it back. His rebound basket wouldn't go either. That blocked shot was recycled by Landon Spidell. Ball to the front court. Sam Quigley. Outside the arc, he bounces it in to Landon Spidell, back to Quinn. Quinn, skip pass, back out top to Aller. Now with the basketball, Sam Quigley, he'll dribble in. Take it back out. Peyton Aller, ball's on the floor, and they did get loose on that ball. So they're going to take a moment here. I think Sam Quigley going to get up slowly. They'll take the three-point shot, wouldn't go. Ball's loose in the front court. That three-point shot taken by Jarrett McWirtz. Rebound to Tipton. They stopped play when Tipton got the ball coming back the other direction. And Sam Quigley might have got bumped somewhere in the face there. He gets a medium 5 from Coach Cliff Hawkins. He might have a little blood. I'm not sure. He's going to get some water there, a little bit of hydration. He'll sit down with a little towel, and he'll probably wipe that and probably till halftime. 2:07 on the game clock. Bring it to the timeline. Grady Carpenter works to the left side behind the arc. Peyton Aller back to Grady. Out top of the basketball, they'll get it to Jace Clark. He'll launch a three, and he got it. Jace Clark, right elbow extended. Jace Clark is now 5 for 13 three-point land on the season. Two-point shot the other way, wouldn't go. Rebound, put back, three-point shot, wouldn't go that time. That was 30, Cooper Long. And Grady Carpenter brings it to the timeline. Tries to pass it down low. It's intercepted by number 5, Derek Reed. For the Wabash Apaches to the front court of the basketball. Reed with the basketball. Working out top. He'll pass it out behind the arc. Hubbard, jump pass outside the arc. Three-point shot, good. Wabash Apaches, number 30, Cooper Long for 3. Cooper Long shooting above 41% behind the three-point arc, and they say 30 is good. 35 is exceptional, and he's above 41. 1:05 on the game clock. To the corner, try to get it there. Nearly a steal. Blocked pass, and the chest pass, blocked out of bounds by 21, Noah Baldwin. Quinn Smith going to enter the ball game, taking a breather for Tipton is number 2, Peyton Aller. Taking a breather for Wabash, number 33, Landon Hubbard, 6'2" senior. Ball brought in. Spin move. Outside the arc, we're going to back around. Grady Carpenter finds Quinn Smith. He'll dribble in the paint. He'll take a floater. Got blocked. Blocked shot by Osborne. Osborne recycled it, and they're going to whistle a foul here. And they're going to whistle this foul on Tipton, Quinn Smith. Quinn Smith couldn't get the shot, got the block, tried to get the ball back for his team, and that's when the foul occurs because you don't want to let down your team. We're going back the other direction on the dribble. Out top, Derek. That's Derek Reed. And they're working down low off the glass. Two-point shot wouldn't go. That was 11, Devon Osborne. He shoots 45% behind the two-point line. He entered this game at 26 for 58 from 2-point range. They'll work it down low off the glass. 2-point bucket, good. Quinn Toll for 2, another assist for Grady Carpenter. 18 seconds left, nearing halftime. 35-16, Blue Devils in front. 3-point shot on the way for Wabash. Rims out. That was taken by Osborne. Back the other direction. 8 seconds in the front court. Going to drive the lane. Grady Carpenter floats one up and got it. 1 second. That's going to complete the first half. And not really a chance to shoot there after the inbound by the Apaches. So we'll go to halftime. Halftime score, Tipton Blue Devils 37, Wabash Apaches 16. And we do appreciate you tuning in. And we'll mention large game going to happen this Friday. This Friday night, January 17th, Carroll Cougars will be at Clinton Prairie. We're going to go watch Clinton Prairie. And Blue Devils will be in action. They'll have Northwestern. That'll be at Northwestern. But the Cougars are currently 7-1 on the season. That one loss came in the Holiday Classic at Clinton Central. It was Tipton 49, Carroll Cougars 46. And I will mention they were 7 wins out of the gate for Carroll. And I will also mention Clinton Prairie, the Gophers. They 7-1 on the season. And I will mention they are only lost kings to the Sheridan Blackhawks. That was back on December the 6th. Yeah, December 6th. I think it was at Clinton Prairie. It's 59-58. Since then, at Clinton Prairie, I think a +6 winning streak. But anyway, we'll mention this game is in parts being brought to you tonight by Dean's Auto Parts. Dean's Auto Parts, that's CarQuest Auto Parts. They're located at 1110 South Peru Street, Cicero, Indiana, 46034. They're at the south edge of Cicero at Cicero Town Plaza. They are team members at CarQuest Auto Parts in Cicero, and they are there to ensure you get the right parts the first time. You can reach them by phone at 317-984-4931. Again, that number is 317-984-4931. They are a locally owned automotive parts store that works to serve. That's Dean's Auto Parts in Cicero. And also bringing you tonight's contest is Discount Copies. Discount Copies, they are conveniently located at the west edge of Noblesville, Indiana. That's at 46062. They are just behind Pizza Hut and next to Bowl 32. That's right there along State Road 32. They're at Discount Copies. We'll mention Discount Copies. They have the best setup services. They'll help you. And we'll also mention where you can turn your artwork into things such as notepads, note cards, prints, and calendars. And it's never too early to think about personalized Christmas cards, posters, and oversized printing also available. And if you're planning a wedding, Discount Copies can help you with all of your printed needs for that wedding. You can reach them. Discount Copies phone number is 317-773-8783. Again, that number is 317-773-8783, or by email. They have a Gmail address. It is Discount Copies, plural, 96. That's the number 96 at gmail.com. Again, that's Discount Copies, 96 at gmail.com. And also bringing you tonight's contest is Encompass Credit Union. Encompass Credit Union, when you're looking for a financial partner that is as community-minded as you are, welcome to Encompass Credit Union, North Central Indiana's premier financial institution. At Encompass Credit Union, they believe in putting their members first. Whether you're looking for lower rates on loans, higher rates on savings, or just a friendly face to help you with your financial needs, they've got you covered. You can join them today and become a part of a financial cooperative that truly cares, with branches in Tipton, Frankfort, and Kokomo. They are there to serve the community. Encompass Credit Union, where community comes full circle. Visit Encompass Credit Union on the web. You can find them at encompasscu.org. That's Encompass, the letter cu.org, or at any of their convenient locations. Encompass Credit Union. There's some young men playing basketball here on the surface, throwing the ball around. I think during the JV game, they had fourth graders. They just look like fifth, maybe sixth graders, probably fifth. But they're having fun. And we'll also mention tonight's ball game is in part being brought to you by Hope Jewelers. Hope Jewelers, they're in Tipton. Precious times are made for precious moments. And Hope Jewelers are there to meet your every special need in the field of diamonds, gold, and silver, etc. Stop in and visit Hope Jewelers in downtown Tipton. They're right next door to the Diana Theater. At Hope Jewelers, their address is 135 East Jefferson Street, Tipton, Indiana, 46072. Jefferson Street, that's right there. That's State Road 28. Same road, same, a different name, but that's right there at Jefferson Street. You can reach them by phone. Hope Jewelers, their phone number is 765-675-9720. Again, their number is 765-675-9720. Hope Jewelers, they're open daily, Tuesday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. They're open on Saturday, 9:30 to 2. That's Hope Jewelers in Tipton. And tonight's ball game also in parts being brought to you by Indiana Express Rentals. Indiana Express Rentals. When you find yourself looking for that dependable moving truck rental company, that high quality choice isn't far away. You can call Indiana Express Rentals. They're located at the south edge of Noblesville, Indiana. They're right there off of 8th Street, right there where it tees right there, south end of the city. They're at 1708 South 8th Street. You can simply call them at 317-773-4800. Again, their number is 317-773-4800. They have up to 26-foot box trucks available, and a truck with a Tommy lift can sure come in handy. Save you a trip to the chiropractor. Indiana Express Rentals, their hours of operation Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. On Saturday, you'll find Dirk at Saturday. He's there 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. And that's Penske Truck Rentals. Penske Truck Rentals, the name Penske alone takes any possible concerns away from any travel. That's Indiana Express Rentals in Noblesville. And tonight's ball game also in part being brought to you by Jim Dandy Restaurant. Jim Dandy Restaurant, we'll mention that Jim Dandy, you'll not only enjoy an incredible dining experience, and a Jim Dandy menu simply speaks for itself. They have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, hot soups, fresh fruits, with a fully loaded salad bar. And even though the Tipton High School was being constructed in the early 1960s, Jim Dandy Restaurant continues to support Tipton Blue Devil basketball and Tipton Blue Devil athletics. Since prior to opening, Jim Dandy Restaurant Tipton opened in 1964. They have good food, good friends, good times. They're open 7 days. Tipton Jim Dandy Restaurant. And tonight's ball game also in part being brought to you by Lisa Stokes Bear. Lisa Stokes Bear, Century 21 Real Estate. When you're thinking about residential or corporate relocations, you know a perfect house can soon become a perfect home. And Lisa Stokes Bear would like nothing more than to utilize her 26 years of experience to help you begin that process. Yes, real estate reliability is something a professional real estate agent and or real estate broker strives for, such as Lisa Stokes Bear. Your happiness and her success are two of the same. For the real estate lady with the high real estate IQ, Contact Lisa Stokes Bear by cellular phone or by text message. 317-513-4086. Again, her number is 317-513-4086. That's Lisa Stokes Bear, Century 21. And I will also mention, I got to mention this, Wabash Apaches High School Athletic Director, Mr. Matt Stone. Matt Stone and the Wabash Apaches, they host regional baseball competition out on their baseball field. That field is nice. If you think about the Little League World Series and you think about the incline of the behind the home run fence where people can sit on the grass and you're such an incline, you can see right over the top of the person in front of you. They've got the same thing here at Wabash Apache's baseball field, and I appreciate him. They got bleachers there, but they also have the incline on the grass. And I saw their football field a while ago, Alumni Stadium, and it looked pretty good. And what a complex they have here at Wabash High School. And while we're talking about some sports, we'll go ahead and mention a game last night. They're going to throw stuff on the floor right now. They're trying to get it. Anyway, they're having fun. Looks like ping pong balls. They're yellow. Not sure what they are. But anyway, last night, football game, final game of this week. It was a wild card weekend. And the Rams put the hammer to the Vikings. It wasn't fun to watch for me, but I was very proud of Matt Stafford. Man, Matt Stafford can play the game. And if you remember, Matt Stafford's only been a player on the Rams. He used to be a Detroit Lion. Now they got Jared Goff. I tell you what, Detroit might win the whole thing for the very first time. Be the first time they've been in there. But anyway, I saw this 3 years ago. Matt Stafford was on a beach. He was vacationing with his family. He was on a beach, warmer climate. I'm not sure exactly where. I'm thinking Hawaii, but he was warm. And on that same beach was Coach McVay. Coach Sean McVay was on that beach. They bumped into each other on the beach, and that sparked up a conversation. And the next thing you know, Coach McVay traded and got Matt Stafford to become a Ram. And what a good trade he made. But that's pretty cool how that all came about. But last night, 27-9. It could have been 27-18, 17. It could have been 17, but they was trying. We'll see what happens next year. 14 wins. Vikings, first team to ever play in a wild card game in the NFL in history with 14 wins when they walked into the field to play. So what a way to go. And we'll also mention last Super Bowl appearances. I've got written down here the 14 teams that are in the playoffs. They're not all still in the playoffs. But the last time the Chiefs were in the Super Bowl, they won it. That was 2024 and 23. They're going to try to three-peat, but I think they won't make it this year. I'd say Detroit. It might even be the Bills in the Super Bowl this year. We'll see. So the Lions are the second team listed here. They've not yet had an appearance in a Super Bowl game. They may get there first. The Bills, their last appearance was 1994. The Bills had 3 opportunities in a row in the Super Bowl. Couldn't win any one of them. The Vikings, their last appearance was in 77. That was against the Oakland Raiders. Kenny Stabler. That's when Franz Harkin threw the pick 6 that went for 75 yards to Mr. Brown. And I'm at a 32-7 contest. But I watched that over at my grandma's house with my Uncle Jim in the room. And he was a Raiders fan. I was a Vikings fan. That didn't make for good conversation. And also in the playoffs this year, as mentioned, is the Vikings and now the Ravens. Last appearance they had in 2013. And I think Joe Flacco was the quarterback for the Ravens that year. They got the win. Eagles, 2023, last appearance. Redskins, I'll call them Redskins. They're the Commanders. Last appearance, 1992. And that was George Allen, I'm pretty sure, the coach. And then Chargers, 1995. Rams, 2022. Packers, 2011. Buccaneers, 2021. That was against the Raiders. That was when John Gruden took over the coaching duties. I guess he got traded as a coach. Go figure. And the Texans, they've not yet been to a Super Bowl, but they're in the playoffs. They have a good game coming up. Broncos 2016 and the Steelers 2011. Steelers are very familiar with Super Bowls, especially back in the 70s when Terry Bradshaw was throwing the pigskin. Man, Terry Bradshaw, big hands. Check it out, Terry Bradshaw. The tip of his index finger, when he throws a pass, is on the tip of the football. Unbelievable. So they're going to roll the clock out. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Blue Devils going to have the basketball on the alternate ball possession. And in the ball game for Tipton is Peyton Aller, number 2. Number 5, Sam Quigley. Number 21, Landon Spidell. Number 4, Quinn Smith. And number 3, Grady Carpenter. They're going with the original starters. Out top of the basketball. They move it left side behind the arc. Peyton Aller back out top. Grady Carpenter. Around the perimeter, Quinn Smith. Cross court skip pass behind the arc. Peyton Aller. And then Quinn Smith, he'll dribble once, and they're moving the zone. And we're in the 1-3-1 in the zone down there. Then we're going to out top Peyton Aller. To the corner, Grady Carpenter, he'll launch a 3. 3-point shot, rims out, wouldn't go. Rebound, Quinn Smith. Smith with the rebound. There's going to be a reach-in foul. Quinn Smith, kind of a little bit of a travel there, but that was only because of the reach-in. And the official right there to make the call. So first foul, second half, Wabash Apaches. Number 30, Cooper Long. He has 2 in the ball game. 7.5 minutes left to work it down low. Shot in the paint, wouldn't go for Landon Spidell. Rebound out of there. Credit the board. That's number 2, Ty Carpenter. They're right around the perimeter, going to dribble in. Kick it back out on the dribble in the paint. Baldwin couldn't get the shot. Defending was Sam Quigley. To the front court, Tipton. Quinn Smith trying to get it to Grady Carpenter off his fingertips and picks it up in the front court of Tipton. Now to the back court. And now the front court of Wabash. Jump shot in the paint. Osborne. Shot wouldn't go. A little bit of a jump hook with that right arm. Back to the front court. Blue Devils. Out top, Peyton Aller. Left side behind the arc, Grady Carpenter. Behind the arc on a dribble around. Elbow left side. Sam Quigley back to Grady. Outside the arc. 3-point shot in on the way. Wouldn't go. Peyton Aller. Rebound, Quinn Smith. He hesitated, waited for the time to jump. And he was in the paint just left side of the rim right there. He went back up and got fouled. In the act of shooting, he'll shoot 2. That foul's whistled on 22. Eli Mattern, he's got 3. 2 shots, and he'll get the first one. Quinn Smith. Quinn Smith, the stats I have here, that will make him 2 for 3 on the season, 67%. We'll get accurate stats for Friday night versus Northwestern. Second shot, also good. 38-16. 6:42 on the game clock. Going to bring it to the timeline, Matter. He'll pass it across timeline to Baldwin. He'll nail a jump stop. They'll back him. Working it back around. Osborne in the paint. They'll go to the corner with it and bring it back around. Baldwin in the paint. He'll take a shot 15 feet away at the free throw line. He got it. Rimmed around and fell in. That's 21. Noah Baldwin for 2. Back to the front court. 39-18 contest. Blue Devils in front. On the dribble out top. Working around Grady Carpenter. Sam Quigley. Back to Grady. He'll dribble in. High dribble. 14-footer. He'll float it in. High dribble and took it on the momentum. Made the shot. 2 points for Grady Carpenter. It's 41-18 in the front court of the basketball. Baldwin. He's going to dribble in. Noah Baldwin takes a shot in the paint. Floater about 12 feet. Got the bucket. That was Noah Baldwin. Yeah, Noah Baldwin. He's a 6-foot junior. He'll be coming back. 5:47 on the game clock. We're in the third quarter at Wabash High School. On the dribble, Quinn Smith. Pass it back out. Sam Quigley for 3. Got it. Good follow through. Sam Quigley nails it right there in front of the Blue Devil bench. 44-20. Ball's in the front court. On the dribble, that's number 2, Ty Carpenter. They're working back around the perimeter. Working down the left side near the corner. Baldwin going to bounce it. He'll get the ball back. He'll go baseline. Lost the handle. They're going to say it's tipped away and it's going to be stolen. Going the other direction, it's Sam Quigley. He'll go layup. He went coast to coast. 46-20. Blue Devils in front. Going to bring it through the timeline. Baldwin crossing the timeline on the dribble. The dribble out top. Pick up the dribble. Outside the arc, a 3-point shot. He got 2 in the first half. Couldn't get that one. That was 22. Eli Mattern. Back the other direction. Grady Carpenter. Sam Quigley. Back to Grady baseline. They kick it back out. 3-point shot in the air. Wouldn't go. That was Quinn Smith. Rebound Grady Carpenter. He gets the board and he puts it back up from point blank range. 6'6", Land of the Trees. Also in there was Devon Osborne at 6'2". He jumped center against Grady. Outside the arc, three-point shot, good. Wabash Apache, that's number 30, Cooper Long. Cooper Long shoots the highest percentage three-point shots for the Apaches. They'll dribble in. Left-handed layup, got it off the glass. Quinn Smith. He gets a high five right there. Sam Quigley on the way back, 50-23. Front court of the basketball. Noah Baldwin. He'll work at left side on the dribble, going to get it back around. Floater in the paint, got it. Credit the bucket, Wabash Apache. 22, Eli Mattern. Eli Mattern, 5'10". Mattern, 5'10". He's a junior. They go the other end. Going to be a shot taken. Going to be a foul called. So it'll be 2 shots awarded. It's going to be Landon Spidell. Landon Spidell at the free throw line. That foul whistled on Apache number 11, Devon Osborne. He has 3 in the contest. We're going to see 4 subs here after this first shot. Shot's good. Landon Spidell. So Landon Spidell going to get 1 more. Landon Spidell, on my notes, entering the last game at Bethesda, he was 5 for 6. 83%. He eyes it, finds it, couldn't get the second one, got the first one. Rebound out of there, the Apaches. To the front court, Noah Baldwin. He'll work in the paint, he'll take a floater, couldn't get it. Rebound, Grady Carpenter with a good block out. But not a good pass to the front court. Grady Carpenter going to get his pass stolen in the front court of Tipton. He'll drive baseline, 2-point shot when he go for Baldwin. Got his own rebound, put it back up and in. So Baldwin got the second shot after his first board. It's 51-27. Blue Devils in front. To the corner. On the dribble, he'll bring it back out. Peyton Aller. Around the perimeter, go baseline shot, corner baseline. Sam Quigley, 3-point shot, rims out. Rebound secured. That's number 20, Jarrett McWhirter. McWhirter works at right side. Noah Baldwin. Baldwin passes it down near the elbow, left side. Derek Reed. Derek Reed up for the shot, got it. He went baseline, he dribbled baseline, floated one up and got the bucket, and he'll shoot one. Derek Reed, 5'8". He was in the Land of the Trees, and he got the bucket. He'll shoot one more. Substitution in the ball game for Tipton, going to be number 12, Grayson McFalls. Taking a breather for Tipton is number 21, Landon Spidell. 51-29, three-point play opportunity. Shot up and good. That's number 5, Derek Reed. Got 3. 3:07. Clock moving, third quarter. 51-30. Blue Devils in the front court with the basketball. Quinn Smith going to dribble in. He'll float one in off the glass. Couldn't get the bucket. Rebound, Baldwin. Noah Baldwin going to take it to the front court. He'll work his way in. Going to be a near steal by Sam Quigley. Quigley ends up in the bleachers. I tell you what, he puts out the effort. Doggone, I couldn't say enough words for the effort he gives. So in the ball game, we're going to see Owen Spidell, brother of Landon. He wears number 11. Landon wears 21. Ball brought in, right the bucket on the baseline. They get the ball in out top. Baldwin out behind the arc, being guarded there loosely by Grady Carpenter. Out top, 3-point shot, rims out, wouldn't go. Shot taken there by Derek Reed. Back the other direction after the rebound. Rebound right there. And then they'll work it back the other direction. And they'll work back the other direction, working back around. Thank you. And Baldwin couldn't get the shot to go. And I'm going to be saved out of bounds. It was actually Sam Quigley in the backcourt. He was going out of bounds, saving the basketball. He tossed it off the backside of Wabash Apache, Jarrett McWhirter, to save the possession. So they'll bring it to the front court. Grady Carpenter on the dribble. He'll work it way down low. Probably an ill-advised pass, trying to get it to Grayson McFalls. But I'm not in the game. I'm just talking. We're going to back around baseline. Going to back his way in, trying to draw a charge. And I didn't get the charge, and second shot wouldn't go. Jarrett McWhirter. So 2 shots. Jarrett McWhirter got his own board. Down there in the paint, Sam Quigley. You got to be careful. You're trying to draw a charge, and there's space there, and you dramatize a charging violation on the other guy if you try to set up for a charge. The official has the opportunity to call a technical foul for that. I think you'll get a warning first, though. First shot wouldn't go. At the free throw line for Wabash is number 20, Jarrett McWhirtz. Back in the ball game for Wabash, number 30, Cooper Long. Taking a breather, well-deserved breather, number 21, Noah Baldwin for the Apaches. So second shot. He'll eye it, he'll fly it, and got the bucket. Got the back end, that's Jarrett McWhirtz. Got the second of the two. Jarrett McWhirtz shooting above 68%. Timeout on the court. 1 minute left here in the third quarter. 51-31, Blue Devils in front. We'll mention tonight's ball game is also in part being brought to you by Noblesville Trophies. You can shop them online at noblesvilletrophies.com or stop in, if only to browse around. Or you can check them out there at 1740 South 10th Street, Noblesville, Indiana. Trophies, awards, plaques, and they're working right here. Fast turnaround. Prices are low. They are so low, you may want to be a repeat customer. That's Noblesville Trophies, 1740 South 10th Street, Noblesville, Indiana, 46060. They're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And that's Noblesville Trophies, 317-773-7391. Again, 317-773-7391. Or online at noblesvilletrophies.com. So there's a second buzzer that's going to be brought in from the backcourt. Going to belong to the Blue Devils. So bring the ball in is going to be Owen Spidell. Where's number 11? He'll toss it in, Grady Carper, senior. Owen Spidell. They're going to bring it to the front court. We'll mention Owen Spidell. He's a junior, 6 foot. And they'll bring it around the perimeter. I take that back. He's a sophomore, Meyer. He wears there. So they're working it back around. In the front court of the basketball, Grady Carpenter. Working around the perimeter, go to the corner. Owen Spidell, three-point shot, rims up, wouldn't go. Rebound out of there. That's number 33, Landon Hubbard for Wabash. 1:27 on the game clock. 51-31. Outside the arc, Hubbard. Looking to get rid of it, trying to get rid of it. Nearly a steal by Grady Carpenter. Might have got away with a foul. No whistle there, but he'll get a steal on the pass made by Derek Reed in the front court. Steal came up with by Grady Carpenter. He'll get it right side, Sam Quigley. Try to pass it back to Carpenter. Lane closed up. Carpenter gets the ball back to go outside the arc. Sam Quigley for three. Got it. Sam Quigley, nothing but net. Pretty close to in front of the Blue Devil bench. 54-31. 51 seconds left here in the third quarter. They'll work it in. McWhirtz, you kick it back out to the corner. Gage Scheibel Simon. He wears number 10. Outside the arc, Hubbard for three, wouldn't go. Rebound, Sam Quigley. To the front court, Grady Carpenter. Carpenter going to keep the possession. We work it down low. Grayson McFalls, 2-point bucket. Right side of glass. 6'8" McFalls. And little competition never hurt anyone. I think they were talking something up right there. It's all good. 29.6. I think Anthony Richardson's supposed to be getting some competition for training camp. That'll be good. So ball brought in from the backcourt. On the dribble is number 20, Jarrett McWhirtz. On the dribble, they get it back. Right side behind the arc. That's Cooper Long. They'll skip pass around the perimeter. We're back to McWhirtz. Outside the arc, 14 seconds left. Wabash in the front court. On the dribble right there is McWhirtz. Back out top. They're moving around the perimeter. Derek Reed lost the handle. It's going to be stolen by Quigley. He'll pass a long bounce pass up ahead. 2-point bucket. Owen Spidell. And that was a good pass from Sam Quigley. We'll go to a fourth quarter here momentarily after the end of 3. Tipton Blue Devils 58. Wabash Apaches 31. So let's take a 60-second timeout. And again, we'll mention this game is in part being brought to you by Rutledge Well Drilling. Rutledge Well Drilling. When you think of water, think of Rutledge Well Drilling. They have pumps, sales, service, water conditioning, water softeners, iron filters, and trenching. Call Rutledge Well Drilling at 765-292-2315. Again, their number is 765-292-2315. or visit them on their website. That's RutledgeWellDrilling.com. They're in Atlanta. They're west of Atlanta on 296th Street, probably a couple of miles. And we'll mention they are licensed, insured, honest, dependable, in all ways professional. That's Mike, Nathan, and Levi Rutledge. Rutledge Well Drilling, west of Atlanta. Tell you what, also there in Atlanta is Mr. Muffin's Trains. Mr. Muffin's Trains, downtown Atlanta, Indiana, right on Main Street. Check them out. If you're a kid, or if you got a kid, or maybe you're still a kid at heart, check them out. Mr. Muffin's Trains. They are toy trains. They've got everything. Ball's in the front court. 7:50 on the game clock. Out top of the basketball, that's number 22. They bring it back around. Eli Mattern. Working against him is Sam Quigley. Outside the arc, Osborne. Back out top. Baldwin back in the game. Working around the perimeter. On the dribble, McWhirter outside the paint. He'll kick it outside. He'll dribble, take a two-point shot. Two-point shot, good. Noah Baldwin. Baldwin lighting them up tonight. Another two-point shot. 58-33 outside the arc. So we're going back to around the corner to bring the ball back out. And Peyton Aller works the right side behind the arc. Sam Quigley back to Aller. He'll launch a three-point shot, rims off left side. Karam's long, goes out of bounds in the corner. Noah Baldwin was not going to save it. Belongs to Wabash. 7:07 left here in the fourth quarter. 58-33. Balls to the front court. Baldwin, he's going to shoot a three. Three-point shot, rims off, wouldn't go. Rebound, Osborne. Offensive board. They'll work it back around. Another three-point shot in the air. Shot taken there by Gage Scheibel Simon. He's a 5'7" senior. He wears number 10. Out top with a basketball. And works to Grady Carpenter. Carpenter on the dribble. Loose dribble. Working against him is number 10, Scheibel Simon. Gage Scheibel Simon. They'll work it back around down low. Going to be stolen. That was Owen Spidell. He was trying to find Grayson McFall. Stepping in the path right there was Wabash 22, Eli Mattern. Outside the arc, three-point shot by Scheibel Simon. Wouldn't go. Rebound, Apaches. And the rebound secured there. And that was Baldwin, but he made a pass on the cut. Scheibel Simon was cutting the lane, but the pass was low off his thigh. A difficult pass to handle. Goes out of bounds. Belongs to Tipton. 6:20 on the game clock. Brought in from the backcourt. Sam Quigley going to trot to the timeline. He'll work at left side. Grady Carpenter. Back to Sam outside the arc. He'll try to pass a chest pass. Deflected. Trying to find Grayson McFalls in the paint. Deflected there by Osborne. Go back the other direction. Wabash. Out top, Osborne. Three-point shot. Osborne dishes off. That three-point shot taken by Eli Mattern. Wouldn't go, but Baldwin is there. They get a second offensive board on this transitional set. We're going to back out top. Back pedal dribble and take a shot. Got it. Three-point shot. Eli Mattern. Grayson McFalls was right there close to in his face. McFalls at 6'8". Mattern at 5'10". Got the three. The other end. Three-point shot. The corner wouldn't go. In the ball game for Tipton is Isaac Humrickhouse. That shot wouldn't go for Isaac. Back the other direction. 58-36. Left side. Three-point shot. Mattern rims up. Wouldn't go. Rebound coming down with the board was Grady Carpenter. Long pass to the front court. Tipped and stolen. Stolen by McWhirter. McWhirter in the front court. Elbow left side picks up the dribble. Back out top to Mattern. Back to McWhirter. He'll launch a three. Rimmed off. Short. Wouldn't go. Karam takes it out of bounds. Right there by the Wabash cheerleaders. So substitution in the ball game. 10. Gage Scheibel Simon going to take a breather. And there's going to be a timeout. Timeout on the floor. And that's going to be a 60-second timeout as they sit down. Lets me know it's a 60. We'll mention this game is also in parts being brought to you by The Shack. The Shack. That's, hey, Blue Devil fans, looking for the perfect spot before or after the game? Swing by The Shack, your ultimate game day hangout. We've got something for every team member. Whether you're craving a classic Shack pizza or ready to tackle a Shack stack with single, double, or triple burger patties. And that's not all. They've got your game day staples, such as cold beers, refreshing cocktails, or their loaded spiral potatoes. You can bring your game face, bring your appetite, and bring your friends for a winning experience at the Shack. The Shack, located at 311 East Jefferson Street in Tipton. You can check them out on Facebook to stay up to date on specials and events. See you at the Shack. So ball's going to be brought in backcourt. Belongs to Tipton, going to be brought in by Sam Quigley. Quigley going to toss it in. Peyton Aller, he'll bring it to the timeline at a trot pace. Works a bounce pass right side, well behind the arc. Sam Quigley back to Grady Carpenter. Carpenter on the dribble in front of the Blue Devil Spirit section. I should say right there in front of the players themselves, hoping to get in the game. We're going to back around. Outside the arc, Peyton Aller. Out top, Grady Carpenter. Carpenter on the dribble, kicks it back out behind the arc. Sam Quigley, he'll dribble it around the perimeter. He'll bring it back, and he's looking to get rid of it now, and they're going to find a cutter, and that cutter is Peyton Aller. So Aller comes from the right side back around the glass, and off the glass for a layup. And hanging around on the inbound right there was Grady Carpenter, and he picks up a negligent inbound and then stole it and went back up on the glass, got two more. 62-36. We're to back around the perimeter. Wabash Apaches out top. Noah Baldwin works it right side. Picking up the basketball is Cooper. And I'm working there. That's Cooper Long. Work right side. McWhirter out top, moving the basketball around. Mattern, I should say. Shot wouldn't go. Rebound put back, not good. That shot taken by 20, Jared McWhirter. Rebound Tipton. 3:50 left in here of the ball game. Outside the arc to the corner. Isaac Humrickhouse. Double team. He'll have to get rid of it. He does. He finds Peyton Aller behind the arc. We're going to round the perimeter, go to the corner. Sam Quigley. Double team in the corner. He'll bounce once. He'll go out top, get it to Isaac Humrickhouse. Humrickhouse finds the cutter, and that's Peyton Aller once again. Humrickhouse for the assist. 64-36, Blue Devils in front. 3:22 left. We're in the fourth quarter. Wabash High School. We're going to round the perimeter, working the basketball. McWhirter thought about a three, being guarded there by Sam Quigley. Bounce pass in near the paint. Osborne, inside out play, three-point shot for Mattern, wouldn't go. Rebound, Landon Spidell. Spidell gets it to Grady Carpenter. He'll bring it to the timeline. 3 minutes left. Right side, Peyton Aller. Being guarded there somewhat closely by Cooper Long of Wabash. Bounce pass back to Aller. Bounce pass, long bounce pass behind the arc. Baseline drive. Going to kick it to the other corner. Grady Carpenter gets the assist. And a three-point bomb is good from the left corner baseline by Sam Quigley. 67-36. Going to dribble in. Just inside the paint. Baldwin shot wouldn't go. Rebound, Grady Carpenter. He'll dribble it to the timeline at a pretty quick pace. He bounced it down low. Landon Spidell, turnaround jumper, got it off the glass. 2-point bucket good, and Grady Carpenter with another assist. So we're going to see some subs in the ball game. They call a timeout. They break the action. Probably not going to utilize the timeout. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. They're just going to get some guys in the ball game. 2:25 left in the ball game for Tipton is number 23, Quinn Toll. Number 11, Owen Spidell. Number 40, Jace Clark. Isaac Humrickhouse in the ball game, and Peyton Aller. Out top of the basketball, Cooper Long. He'll bounce pass right side behind the arc. Number 2, Ty Carpenter. He'll bounce it low. Long, 3-point shot, should say 2-point shot. Wouldn't go for McWhirter from the left corner baseline. Rebound, Peyton Aller. Peyton Aller going to pass it up to number 11, Owen Spidell. It was a tall pass. I think Peyton thought he was going to cut, and he didn't. Owen Spidell touches himself on the chest, and he says, my error. I'm not so sure it was his error. 69-36. 154. Long shot behind the arc. Shot would go. Shot taken by Derek Reed. Rebound, Wabash. McWhirter out beyond the arc. He'll go to the corner with it. Cooper Long for three. Rims off, wouldn't go. Rebound, Tipton. Quinn Smith. Ball goes out of bounds. That was McWhirter trying to knock the ball loose, and McWhirter got the job done. Evidently, that ball was last touched by Tipton, and McWhirter got the job done. Now he'll take a breather. So Derek Reed going to get the inbound. It's going to be Ty Carpenter inbounding the basketball. They were in the front court. Wabash, you get it inside out play. In the ball game, number 4, Jose Robles. Jose Robles, he's 5'9", he's a senior. He has scored. He's 1 for 2 at the free throw line. Jose Robles wears number 4. In the front court, Robles on the dribble. Working against him is Owen Spidell. Owen Spidell going to come up with the basketball. They go left side off the glass, 2-point bucket. Left-handed layup for Owen Spidell. 1:10 left. 71-36. Blue Devils in front. Bounce it behind the arc. Go to the corner with it. Hubbard, he'll dribble in and take a short baseline jumper. Wouldn't go. And rebound picked up out of the air there. Credit that board. Dominique Baker. Shot wouldn't go. They go the other ends. The outlet, he'll dribble in. Quinn Smith, they're going to call a foul on the floor prior to the shot. Smith got the layup. The left-handed layup went, but the foul took place prior to. So the clock is rolling. 35-point differential they've reached that. They're going to inbound the basketball. And Zach Ridgway tries to get the alley-oop play. Couldn't get it. Zach Ridgway in the ballgame was 33 for Tipton. And Zach Ridgway, 6'6" junior, outside the arc with the basketball. Out top. Thought about a three. He'll pick it back down and dribble in, try a 2-point shot. That shot wouldn't go for Dominique Baker. Dominique Baker, 5'8" senior. Where's number 12? 14 seconds left. Out top, Quinn Toll with the basketball. He's going to hold it. 10 seconds left. They're not going to play defense. Quinn Toll is going to hold the basketball for the duration, the rest of the ball game. 1 second, and the buzzer sounds. And the final score here tonight, Tipton Blue Devils 71. Wabash Apaches 36. And what a good place to be. I tell you what, it's cold outside. Had some snow. We'll hope everybody can travel safe on the way home. And we do thank you for tuning in. And we'll remind you, Wabash Apaches, their next ball game, going to happen this Friday, Friday the 17th. The varsity game is anticipated at start to be at 7:45 p.m. And it's going to be Wabash conference game. They will be at Manchester. And the Tipton Blue Devils, their next game, will also be Friday. It'll be the 17th, coming right up, 6 and 7:30. 7:30 for the varsity. Tipton will travel to Northwestern High School. That should be a good matchup. We'll see. And that should be a good one. So we do thank you for tuning in. We thank my wife for her research help before the ball game about Grace College and Wabash, Indiana. We thank her for that. And we're going to bow out of here. We thank Robbie Kendall, audiosportsonline.net. And until Friday, we thank you for tuning in. And no matter if you're home or away, if you're doing the teaching and the learning, don't let him go. Keep the fire burning.